Somebody in the comments had sent this tweet saying, unfortunately, this is a gimmick we tried with Hermit. NFL looks nice on a resume, but we needed someone with a reputation of recruiting and development, and we went with a name, #Classic Kenneth, #Do It Better.
Wait, Classic Kenneth? Like, that's just what Kenny Dillingham's been doing, is bringing in the big name? No, what? No.
Look, that is...
No, that's stupid. I'm sorry.
Such a lazy take.
Yeah.
That is the lazy... You're the type of person that just checks the box score at the end of the game, and you feel like you know exactly what transpired. Herm Edwards, take it from somebody that was at his introductory press conference, was at his first practice, was at his first game, was there when he was fired, was there for his last game, was there for his last practice, and somebody that was there when Hines Ward had his first practice. They're two very different individuals, two very different energies, two very different types of people. You talk about their wealth of knowledge. Yes, they were both in the NFL. Let's get something straight. Hines Ward was a better NFL player than Herm Edwards was. Herm Edwards was an average football coach. Yes.
Really?
Yes. Some people on the internet would like to tell you otherwise.
A Super Bowl MVP?
A Super Bowl MVP.
Was good?
Was good. Was better than Herm Edwards. I know it's tough for people to really wrap their head around. Herm Edwards, even when he coached, was a mid-coach in the NFL, okay? Hines Ward, again, is a Pittsburgh Steelers legend, one of the most storied franchises in NFL history. Go ahead. Go watch the highlights. Go watch the Hines Ward highlights versus the Herm Edwards highlights, okay? One's in color, and one's probably in black and white. That should tell you a little bit just about in terms of the age of football that we've got, okay? One-on-one, you want to throw Hines Ward out there with Herm Edwards, he's giving him 200 yards, bro.
Okay.
But
again, I thought we were going to be comparing the two. I didn't think we'd be talking about
Well,
ones.
look, I got to come at this at all angles, man. I got to come at this at all angles, right? So we know that he beat his ass on the field, okay? But in terms of, again, the type of person that they are, we got the chance to talk to Hines Ward yesterday, the first time, talking about the opportunity, talking about how, he didn't have to take this position. He didn't have anybody in the building like Herm did that was like, hey, this would be a great opportunity for you. Maybe make some money, maybe get back into coaching, that type of stuff. That's not what Hines Ward is doing. Hines Ward doesn't need this opportunity. Okay? There's no Ray Anderson on this coaching staff for Hines Ward to rip off the program the way Herm did.
And he's out of control. Like, and I think there's a freedom to that as well, that as an ASU fan, you can approach this with. Like, at the end of the day, this is not somebody that's going to be dictating how this program runs. He's going to be somebody who elevates it. Those are two completely different things. And you can just tell through, you go and you just look up Hines Ward on Twitter, and you get all of like his practice updates, right? And you brought a lot of them from yesterday, like, quote, God dropped this opportunity in my lap. Wide receivers are a reflection of me. We're going to block our tails off. You don't block, you don't get the rock. He's sprinting with guys like in drills. He is 100% happy to be here.
Yeah.
He is energetic, but he knows what he's supposed to bring. He's not going to come and try and run this program and take things over and put everything on Hines Ward. No, he wants to come in. He wants to be a positive for the kids. He wants to be a positive for the program, and he wants to win some freaking football games.
He does.
And I can't sit here and say there's no chance that it doesn't work out. You don't know. But to sit up here and to say, because Herm Edwards walked in this door and left this program in shambles.
NFL, red light, sound the alarm.
Right.
Is that what we're doing?
Like,
that's
just
the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard.
That's not
Seriously.
how it works.
That's
not how it works.
So dumb.
But I understand. Look, I understand the PTSD part of it with Herm, right? Because it was so bad. And because, yes, they're different in how they approach things, but you were kind of promised the same thing where it's like, this guy's going to bring NFL experience. He's going to be able to be a recruiting figurehead because of that, because of who the name is and everything like that. It's not the same. But I understand why fans would be cautious because they've been hurt so bad.
But you should be cautious about any coach. The same way you should be cautious about any player, right? It's not new and special to ASU fans, right? You don't think there's been other NFL coaches that have gone places and not had good coaching stints? Yeah. Welcome to college fucking football. Short bus in the chat, comparing Hines to Herm would be the equivalent of comparing Waffle House to IHOP. Two different brands, but both got waffles, right? And in this case, the waffles are the good part. They were both in the NFL. Yeah, it could have worked for Herm. There are a bunch of reasons why it didn't. You probably should have seen the writing on the wall the moment you knew that he was buddy-buddy with Ray Anderson. You knew that it was probably a little shady, right? Maybe, we shouldn't hire a 60-year-old head coach when college football is changing a little bit. Just give it a thought.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's, again, it's common sense. And I wanted to respond on Twitter, but it's just such a lazy take to see NFL and immediately be like, oh no, let's back off, right? But hey, on the same side of it, we're like, we want to get all our guys to the league, right?
Yeah.
We want to get all of our players to the NFL. That means they're good, but God forbid we don't want them to come back and coach. Do you hear how stupid that sounds?
Yeah. And also, another part about all of this is that this is somebody that Kenny wanted. And if you can't sit up here, and I guess that person whose tweet we showed didn't seem the biggest on some of Kenny's decisions, which I'd like to see because he was a classic Kenneth. Like, what else plays into this? What else?
Maybe he's a U of A guy. I don't know.
I mean, probably. Hi, Tony. But I refuse to believe that Kenny Dillingham would bring somebody into this program that he does not fully believe is invested in it, wants to build it, and wants to do it the right way.
Yeah.
And you can tell from all of Hines' interviews and comments and everything like that, he's ecstatic to be here. He wants to be here. And you can hear by the way that guys talk about him, Kenny or the players, that they're excited as well. So the only way that this turns downhill is if he breaks some rules, which I don't think is going to happen because this program, for where it is going to be so damn cautious about that because it got bit in the ass, especially Kenny, who's had to pay the price for what somebody else did.
Yeah.
That stuff is not going to happen.